simple finger picking exercise. Hey guys, I was recently working with a student who wanted to get into finger picking, but I just wanted to make it kind of exciting and more fun than just doing the same finger picking patterns over and over and over. This particular student didn't have a lot of chords under their fingers quite yet, but I thought of a great way to just make it a little bit more fun and maybe even a little bit more creative. So what I did was, first I taught my student this finger picking pattern, which is pretty straightforward and very common. So it's thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. So this is going to be a good one to get you started with finger picking. And you want it to be as even as possible, right? Thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index, thumb, middle. And you want it to be as steady as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's cool. If you have a bunch of chords, that finger picking pattern is going to work great all over the board. All over the board, the fretboard, whatever. It's going to work great on any chord you play, and it'll have a nice 6/8 kind of feel. Maybe you want to do House of the Rising Sun. Great, but check out this exercise. So I taught my student to play a E minor scale, an E natural minor scale on the 6th string. So I said, hey, use your thumb, just the way that you're going to use it when we do the exercise, or the finger picking, and land on the next string. So I have him playing the scale up one string. Okay, cool. Adding that to this finger picking pattern could be very creative. Now we have an exercise that can be a little bit more creative for somebody who maybe hasn't been playing that long. You know, so maybe they don't have a solid G chord that's going to ring out. Or maybe they're still struggling on getting some of these 4-string chords together. But they want to make music. One way to do that is to get their right hand going and oriented with the strings as early as possible. So, in fact, if you're a good finger picker, you can pick up the flat pick relatively easy because you're so connected with your right hand to where the strings are at. So I like to have any student do some finger picking just to get them more comfortable and get their flesh on the string. Believe it or not, the more you're in contact with the actual string, the more control you're going to have over it. That's where your dynamics are going to come from. As you get better, as you start to really be able to play things, you'll be able to hit the guitar harder and really make it speak when you need to, and play very soft with a lot of finesse as well. So let's look at that again. So I'm going to play an E minor scale up the neck on the 6th string. I told my student, and this is how you should do it, or show somebody that's just learning the guitar, start playing those notes at random. So if you memorize the notes of the scale, it's going to be open, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. Write that down if you're learning this. 0, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. Then you can start playing them at random and seeing how it works. Maybe you can make a little improvisation. I say do it with whatever finger you can get to. It doesn't really matter because we want you to start playing music right away. Start making things up. Ooh, wrong note. I liked it though. notes. Now I feel like I'm making some music right away before I having to do this really intense learning of a bunch of chords to play your favorite song. There's something to be said for this messing around. Why don't we do it on the first string? It's an E as well, right? I had a couple of goofs in there, and I didn't really care because I was making something cool. If it's another finger picking pattern, let's say that you want to learn, let's say thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. So this would be more like a 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. You could do that too. That would be sounding really good. So if you're just getting into guitar, or you're showing somebody how to play and they're just getting into guitar, I urge you to start making music right away. Don't feel like you have to learn all these chords or have somebody show you exactly the right strumming pattern. Start messing around with it right away. And that's where that's where this lesson is coming from. Start messing around with it right away, but use your messing around to build your overall technique. So let's say that maybe you just want to play all the notes together, which is another skill. So I'm playing thumb on the 6th string, index finger on the 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd string, ring finger on the 1st string. Before I have a student work on finger picking, I have them squeeze it. Make sure that everything is locked and loaded, because these fingers are going to be assigned, at least for now, in the beginning stages of finger picking. Your index is going to be on the 3rd string, your middle is going to be on the 2nd string, and your ring finger is going to be on the 1st string. Why not try them all at once? Now you got some cool stuff you can do. Messing around. It's going to be really, really good for you. So let's go through those 2 finger picking patterns one more time if you want to take this on. Once again, thumb is playing the 6th string. When possible, I'm going to land on the next string. So I have a place to kind of rest my hand as my thumb lands on the 5th string. My index finger is going to play the middle. My index finger is going to play the 3rd string. My middle finger is going to play the 2nd string. And my ring finger is going to play the 1st string. I put everything on the string that it's going to play, and I squeeze. That's how I know I'm ready. Thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. Thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. This one is thumb, index, middle, middle. Let me try it again. This one is thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. It's always something index. Oh, messed it up. Once this guy becomes automatic, you're going to be able to play a whole bunch more stuff that you really enjoy. And the same old 4 chords on your campfire song are going to sound so much more fresh. In fact, I find myself doing that a lot on an acoustic gig. If it's just me, I'm accompanying myself. The first verse I might play like this. Second verse, then I do the chorus, whatever it is, strumming. Then the second verse, I might come in with so I'm playing the same amount of time for each chord, but now I'm playing a subdivision, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Try it out. E minor scale on 1 string, or any scale. In fact, go chromatic. Any scale on 1 string, the 6th string or the 1st string. Have a lot of fun getting creative with that. Thanks for watching, everybody. And please subscribe if you like this content. And if you got a question or a comment, hit me in the comments. Thanks.